The latest CBC News poll tracker numbers are in, giving us a fresh look at where the parties stand across Canada. With the Conservatives leading the race and the Liberals trailing, the battle for key regions like Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia remains intense. Will these trends hold, or could the political landscape shift before Election Day? Let's break down the numbers. National overview. The Conservative Party of Canada, led by Pierre, continues to hold the lead, with projections ranging between 149 and 192 seats. If these numbers hold, the CPC is well within striking distance of forming a government, potentially even a majority. However, that depends on how voter support translates across key battleground ridings. Meanwhile, Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party is facing an uphill battle. Current polling suggests they could secure anywhere between 103 and 152 seats, a significant shift from their 2021 election results. While the upper end of this range would keep them competitive, the lower end could see them losing their hold on power. Jagmeet Singh's New Democratic Party appears to be struggling to gain momentum, with projections landing between 9 and 20 seats. While the party continues to hold influence, particularly in urban centers and key ridings in British Columbia and Ontario, these numbers indicate that the NDP may not be in a strong position to play kingmaker in the next parliament. In Quebec, the Bloc Québécois, led by Yves-François Blanchet, is polling within a range of 25 to 33 seats. This suggests that the party remains a formidable force in the province, holding its ground as a key player in federal politics, particularly if neither the Liberals nor the Conservatives can make significant gains in Quebec. The Green Party of Canada is projected to secure between 1 and 2 seats, which is consistent with its historical performance. Meanwhile, Maxime Bernier's People's Party of Canada appears to have little traction at this stage, with projections showing 0 seats for the PPC. As the campaign season heats up, the race remains highly competitive. The Conservatives are pushing for a breakthrough to form a government, while the Liberals fight to maintain their influence. Meanwhile, smaller parties like the NDP, Bloc Québécois, and Greens are looking to carve out a decisive role in what could be a tightly contested election. Now, we focus on British Columbia, a key battleground province that could play a crucial role in the upcoming federal election. Let's dive into the latest seat projections. The Conservative Party of Canada appears to be making significant gains in British Columbia. Current projections suggest the CPC could secure anywhere between 21 and 29 seats, positioning them as the dominant force in the province. If this momentum continues, British Columbia could become a crucial pillar in the Conservatives' path to government. Meanwhile, the Liberal Party of Canada is seeing mixed results. Polling suggests they could win between 9 and 18 seats. While they remain competitive in key urban ridings, they face stiff competition from both the Conservatives and the NDP. The Liberals will need to hold on to their strongholds in Vancouver and surrounding areas to stay in the game. The New Democratic Party, traditionally strong in parts of British Columbia, is polling between 2 and 7 seats. This could be a tough election for Jagmeet Singh's party, which has historically relied on BC as a strong base of support. A lower seat count could signal a decline in the party's influence in the province. The Green Party of Canada, which has had success in BC in the past, is currently projected to win 0 to 1 seat. The party will be looking to hold on to its presence on Vancouver Island. As for the People's Party of Canada, they are once again projected to win 0 seats, with no signs of a breakthrough in the province. As we approach Election Day, British Columbia remains a battleground worth watching. The Conservatives are gaining ground, the Liberals are fighting to hold on, and the NDP is trying to maintain relevance in a shifting political landscape. Every seat here will matter in shaping the next government. We turn our focus to Alberta, a province where political loyalties have historically been strong. But is there room for change? Let's break down the numbers. Conservatives dominate in Alberta. As expected, the Conservative Party of Canada continues to dominate in Alberta, with projections ranging between 31 and 35 seats. This solidifies Alberta as a CPC stronghold, reinforcing Pierre Poilievre's base of support. The question now is whether the Conservatives can sweep the province entirely or if opposition parties can carve out small victories. Liberals struggling to hold on. The Liberal Party of Canada is fighting to keep a foothold in Alberta, with projections landing between 1 and 4 seats. While they have seen limited success in urban centers like Edmonton and Calgary, their path to expansion in this province remains challenging. NDP's modest presence. The New Democratic Party is projected to win between 1 and 2 seats, likely in areas where they have historically had some strength, such as Edmonton. However, the party remains a distant contender in most of Alberta, as Conservative support remains overwhelming. Greens and PPC shut out. The Green Party of Canada and People's Party of Canada show no signs of a breakthrough in Alberta, with both parties projected to secure 0 seats. Their presence in the province remains marginal, with little indication of a shift in voter preference. With Conservatives firmly in control, Alberta is once again expected to be a cornerstone of their national strategy. However, the fight for a handful of seats in Calgary and Edmonton could still play a role in shaping the final election results. We turn our attention to the prairies, Saskatchewan and Manitoba, 2 provinces where Conservatives have historically dominated. Are we seeing any shifts this election? Let's dive into the numbers. Conservatives continue to lead. The Conservative Party of Canada remains the dominant force in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, with projections between 19 and 21 seats. The CPC's grip on the region remains strong, especially in rural ridings, where voter support has been consistently high. Pierre Poilievre's party is once again expected to sweep most of Saskatchewan and large parts of Manitoba. Liberals holding their ground. The Liberal Party of Canada is projected to win between 5 and 7 seats, mainly in urban areas like Winnipeg. While they face strong competition from both the Conservatives and the NDP, the Liberals still have a chance to hold on to key ridings in Manitoba's capital. NDP's modest presence. The New Democratic Party is polling between 1 and 3 seats, with its best chances in parts of Winnipeg and possibly northern Saskatchewan. However, outside these regions, the party struggles to gain traction against the Conservative stronghold. Greens and PPC struggle. The Green Party of Canada and People's Party of Canada are not expected to win any seats in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, with both parties projected at 0 seats. Their influence remains limited in this region. Saskatchewan and Manitoba continue to be strongholds for the Conservatives, but the battle in Manitoba's urban ridings could determine whether the Liberals and NDP can carve out a larger presence. These provinces may not shift the national balance drastically, but every seat counts in a close election. We turn our focus to Ontario, the country's largest and most politically influential province. With 121 seats up for grabs, Ontario is a key battleground that could decide the next government. Let's break down the numbers. Conservatives gaining ground. The Conservative Party of Canada is making significant inroads in Ontario, with projections between 59 and 76 seats. This marks a potential shift in voter sentiment, particularly in the Greater Toronto Area and key suburban ridings. If Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives hit the higher end of this range, they could be on track to form government. Liberals fighting to hold on. The Liberal Party of Canada remains competitive in Ontario, with projections ranging from 40 to 58 seats. While Justin Trudeau's Liberals are still strong in urban centers like Toronto and Ottawa, they are facing increasing pressure from the Conservatives in suburban and rural areas. Retaining key ridings in the GTA will be crucial for the party's electoral chances. NDP facing a challenge. The New Democratic Party is polling between 3 and 5 seats, suggesting that Jagmeet Singh's party is struggling to gain traction in the province. The NDP has historically performed well in areas like Hamilton and Northern Ontario, but these low numbers indicate they may not be a major factor in this election. The Green Party of Canada is projected to secure 1 seat, maintaining a limited but notable presence in the province. Meanwhile, the People's Party of Canada is not expected to win any seats, with projections at 0. Ontario remains the ultimate battleground in this election, with the Conservatives gaining ground, the Liberals holding on to key ridings, and the NDP struggling. Every vote in this province will be critical in shaping the next government. Will Ontario stay red, turn blue, or see unexpected shifts? We turn to Quebec, a province that has long played a unique and pivotal role in shaping Canadian politics. With strong regional parties and shifting voter dynamics, let's break down the latest numbers. Liberals lead in Quebec. The Liberal Party of Canada remains the frontrunner in Quebec, with projections ranging between 31 and 38 seats. Justin Trudeau's party continues to dominate in Montreal and other key urban areas, but its grip on the province is being tested by both the Bloc Québécois and the Conservatives. To maintain its advantage, the Liberals will need to defend their strongholds against growing competition. Bloc Québécois holds steady. The Bloc Québécois is projected to secure between 25 and 33 seats, reinforcing its influence in the province. Led by Yves-François Blanchet, the Bloc remains a major force, particularly in regions outside of Montreal, where its message of Quebec nationalism continues to resonate. With a strong showing, the Bloc could once again play a key role in a minority government scenario. Conservatives making modest gains. The Conservative Party of Canada is projected to win 12 to 15 seats in Quebec, a respectable number, but still far from a dominant force in the province. Pierre Poilievre's party has been working to expand its base, particularly in Quebec City and surrounding areas, but the road to further growth remains challenging in a province that has historically favored more centrist and nationalist parties. NDP struggles to hold ground. The New Democratic Party is only projected to win 1 seat, marking a continued decline in a province that once propelled the party to historic heights in 2011. With limited traction, the NDP is facing an uphill battle to remain relevant in Quebec. Greens and PPC shut out. Neither the Green Party of Canada nor the People's Party of Canada is expected to win any seats in Quebec, with both parties polling at 0. Their influence in the province remains minimal. Quebec is once again proving to be a dynamic battleground. While the Liberals remain in the lead, the Bloc is holding strong and the Conservatives are making slow but steady gains. With no clear-cut majority emerging nationwide, Quebec could play a crucial role in shaping the next government. We turn our focus to Atlantic Canada, the 4 eastern provinces that have traditionally been a Liberal stronghold. But is that changing? Let's break down the numbers. Liberals still on top, but facing challenges. The Liberal Party of Canada continues to lead in Atlantic Canada, with projections ranging between 16 and 25 seats. While the region has historically been a Liberal fortress, the party is now facing increasing competition, particularly from the Conservatives. Retaining their dominance here will be crucial for Justin Trudeau's path to victory. Conservatives gaining ground. The Conservative Party of Canada is making notable gains, with projections between 7 and 15 seats. This marks a shift from previous elections, where the CBC struggled to break through in the region. The party is performing particularly well in New Brunswick and parts of Nova Scotia, where dissatisfaction with the Liberals may be helping their rise. NDP struggling to hold on. The New Democratic Party is projected to win between 0 and 1 seat, signaling a continued struggle for influence in Atlantic Canada. Despite historically strong support in pockets of the region, The NDP is failing to gain significant traction against the Liberals and Conservatives. Greens and PPC shut out. The Green Party of Canada and the People's Party of Canada are not projected to win any seats in Atlantic Canada, with both parties polling at zero. Their presence in the region remains minimal. While the Liberals remain in the lead, the Conservatives are making inroads, potentially shifting the political landscape in this historically red region. The battle for key ridings across the four Atlantic provinces could have a major impact on the national outcome. If you want to stay updated on the latest election trends and polling numbers, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of the current polling numbers? Who do you think will come out on top in the next election?